You have a lot of choices when it comes not only to which movies you're going to watch each month but also where and how you're going to watch them. Blu-ray, DVD, streaming, cable, laserdisc. The future is now, and the options are endless. All of this variety is great, but the best way to see a film remains on the big screen in a quality theater. With that in mind, we're going to offer up our suggestions for the 5 films each month that you should seek out at the movie house near you. Some we've already seen and loved, others we simply suspect and hope will be worth the trip. Keep reading to see our picks for the top 5 movies to watch in theaters this month. Number 5. Award director Tobias Lindham's last feature, 2012's A Hijacking, was a tense and compelling thriller, and while that alone makes his latest a must-see this month, the film is also currently nominated for the Best Foreign Language Film at the upcoming Academy Awards. It's destined to lose to The Perfectly Adequate Son of Saul, but its status as a nominee bodes well for its quality. Number 4. Hail, Caesar! I don't hold the Coen brothers in quite as high regard as many of you do, but they've delivered enough winners to make me pay attention when a new film of theirs is heading my way. Inside Llewyn Davis is actually my favorite of their filmography, with The Hudsucker Proxy sitting in second place, so this broadly comic-looking Hollywood romp can probably go either way. Early word has been mostly positive, and with a cast that includes Josh Brolin, George Clooney, Scarlett Johansson, and Channing Tatum, that shouldn't be a surprise. Number 3. 999 cast, Teresa Palmer, Gal Gadot, Kate Winslet, Aaron Paul, Casey Affleck, Norman Reedus, Woody Harrelson, Anthony Mackie, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Michael Kenneth Williams. Why is it a must-see? Director John Hillcoat delivered a stunningly effective and atmospheric western with his film, The Proposition, and that alone makes him a talent to watch. Of course, that was over a decade ago, and in the 10 years since he's only made 2 other feature films, The Road, Lawless, neither of which lived up to that promise. His latest is a rarity for him in that it's an action film set in modern day, and between the terrifically hardcore first trailer and the incredible cast he's assembled, I'm thinking that this might just have been worth the decade wait. Number 2. Deadpool. Expectations can be a bitch, and sometimes it's best to walk into a theater entirely free of them. Case in point, I had no prior knowledge of this redder-suited, katana-wielding, unicorn-humping potty mouth before seeing the film, but now I'm already looking forward to a sequel. Think Kick-Ass meets Captain America and you'll have the slightest idea what to expect here, as the film is a ridiculously meta and pop-minded mix of sophomoric humor, high-energy action scenes, and the sweetest superhero romance since Steve Rogers wooed Peggy Carter. Keep in mind that sweetest is a relative term.
This Deadpool.
I don't have time for your X-Men bull
Wow, that shot. That was really my wrist. British villain. Hot chick.
The time has come to be a superhero.
Those weren't stunt doubles, and each and every one of them gratefully gave their lives for that one take.
Somebody's getting hurt.
Surprise!
That guy was up there before we got here.
Knock, knock, open
I
up.
played a lot of roles. Damsel in distress ain't one of them.
Number 1. The Witch We've Been Talking Up. Writer, director Robert Eggers' Puritan nightmare since it premiered at Sundance over a year ago, and now it's finally to terrify audiences nationwide. It's a chillingly atmospheric horror film that champions mood and setting as it slowly drags you downward to hell, but don't let its methodical pacing fool you. Your heart will be racing before it stops completely.
Of 17th century New England is the dialogue of the period I pulled from diaries and journals and so on. The stuff that the children say when they're possessed is stuff that children actually said when they were possessed. The techniques for those things to look right. The costumes as well. They're hand stitched and made from patterns based on extant clothing from the period. I was really also built authentically. Everything you see on screen is made from the correct materials. We were felling trees and building the furniture and we often had to use whoever I wanted, which meant mostly unfamiliar faces. And that way, we could see this as real people instead of actors. Having an all UK cast was very. So do the young kids who are living in a wilderness miles from home, like the family for an indie film shot in North America. But the accents and the dialect work needed to be right. And Kate Dickie, Ralph Ineson, and newcomer Anya Taylor-Joy deliver incredible.
Leave a comment to let me know, do you agree or disagree with this video? And tell about your point. And leave a comment if you want top 5 sci-fi find out other true too. Subscribe to watch new video every afternoon. Thank you for watching.